It starts with a whisper, a seed in the mind, a doubt that grows louder, stealing your time. You're not enough, it says you'll never succeed, but I've learned how to silence that voice with my creed. I've fallen in prison, I've lost and I've gained. Every bruise on my soul is the proof that I've trained. This is me versus me, no one else in the ring, and I'm ready to fight till I hear the bell ding. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly flawed. Every step that I've taken was worth every scar. I'm done with the fear, the lies in my ear, the shadows that kept me bound year after year. Now I see the light breaking through the rain, turning every doubt into strength, breaking chains. Breaking chains, I'm rising up strong, turning all my doubts into fuel for this song. They can't hold me back, I claim my name. The voice in my head will never be the same. Breaking chains, I'm free to believe in the power within, in what I can achieve. This is my fight, my story, my lane. I'm breaking chains, I'm breaking chains. You've gotta lose to learn, stumble to climb, a doubt that grows louder, stealing your time. You're not enough, it says you'll never succeed, but I've learned how to silence that voice with my creed. I've fallen in prison, I've lost and I've gained. Every bruise on my soul is the proof that I've trained. This is me versus me, no one else in the ring, and I'm ready to fight till I hear the bell ding. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly flawed. Every step that I've taken was worth every scar. I'm done with the fear, the lies in my ear, the shadows that kept me bound year after year. Now I see the light breaking through the rain, turning every doubt into strength, breaking chains. I gotta lose to learn, stumble to climb, face the darkest moments to find the shine. I doubted myself, let the fear dictate, but now I see doubt is just love and debate. The voices in my enemy, it's my chance to prove I can grow, to rise and advance. I've seen the bottom, now I'm reaching the top, and the climb doesn't end till my heartbeat stops. So bring the doubts, bring the storms and the pain, I'll turn it all into strength unchained. Breaking chains, I'm rising up strong, turning all my doubts into fuel for this song. They can't hold me back, I claim my name. The voice in my head will never be the same. Breaking chains, I'm free to believe in the power within, in what I can achieve. This is my fight, my story, my reign. I'm breaking chains, I'm breaking chains. You've got to learn, starts within.
Together we face this incessant fight, challenging a past we can't erase, replacing it with hope for a better place. Another day, another door, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, still toil away, looking back somewhere we cannot stay, breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be damned or we'll be free. What is past is done and gone. It's time to grab the reins and move on. We'll face this world, but not alone. This new family is now my home. The day is done, so I lay down my head. Who can say what's up ahead? It doesn't matter, nothing set in stone. And whatever may come, I'm not alone. Another day, another dawn, another damn thing to get done. Far from home, we still toil away. Looking back somewhere we cannot stay. Breaking the chains we cannot see. We'll either be damned or we'll be free. Oh.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, and hello to my party here. Hi. Somebody
Hello.
keeps forgetting to
Hi.
mute themselves 5 minutes before, so we don't have these sorts of issues. But it's okay.
We are.
We're hungry.
Yeah,
I heard
We were talking about food. Sorry.
Yeah, I heard you from upstairs, so I tried shushing him really quickly, but it didn't quite work
Yeah.
because of the delay.
Well, you just keep an eye on the time. From 5 minutes to, it's time to mute up those mics, so we don't have to worry about this anymore. But it's okay. We are here, and we are ready to get going. So, Dungeon Daddy, if you
Cool.
are ready, if everybody else is ready as well.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
Well, let's go ahead and get started here. Let me get your ambiance going here. What the hell is up with that? Oh, I know what. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So, last time, the broken chains had made their way to the docks of Desgre to begin their attempt at locating the crate of quote-unquote illicit goods Kor requested them to retrieve from an Ad Valoran merchant vessel. While in the docks, the party deduced that the unload was being overseen by what appeared to be a crusader, if not a high-ranking member of the Scale Guard, and were able to figure out which of the many storehouses the crate was likely going to be stored in. Maneuvering their way to the northeastern storehouse, they were able to successfully retrieve the crate with a stroke of luck, accompanied by a peculiar red-haired individual who unknowingly gave the party a window of opportunity by bewitching a Scale Guard. The next afternoon, before the party returned to Gobsmack's to hand over the crate, Six and Bird Buddy had a brief discussion away from the other members of the party to talk about recent events, including Bird Buddy's behavior and their uniquely odd handling of their magical prowess. In doing so, the two were able to turn a small corner in their friendship, resulting in Bird Buddy communing with the spirit of Six's brother Shax. After a chilling breeze, Shax appeared in Bird Buddy's space and reminisced briefly with Six before bidding farewell. From there, the party made their way to Gobsmacked and were allowed early entry for the festivities to happen later tonight. And with Bird Buddy having peeled off to help set up, the remainder of the group witnessed the arrival of Hakara, the founding matron of the club. We now rejoin our heroes as they once again are able to enjoy the fruits of their labor, unaware of the growing tension within. Let me go ahead and put myself in Do Not Disturb. Okay. So, everybody except Bird Buddy. Perception checks, or insight rather.
Oh, okay, so where are we physically?
You guys are in the main chamber of the club at your guys' reserved table at the very front of the walkway of the stage.
Okay,
Imagine
so
you've got,
the club is open, right?
like, the club is not quite open yet.
Okay.
Because there's still last minute preps.
Okay.
We were let in early to sit at our table.
Got
Yeah.
you. All right, got ya. All right.
And don't we have our chosen friends from before with us too?
They're not with you guys, as the majority of them are partaking in the performances to come, so they're still busily rustling around,
Yeah, they're still
doing some
working.
after complicated warm-ups, wardrobe adjustments, all that stuff.
Yeah, they're working at the moment, so.
Yeah.
So you said perception check?
Perception or insight?
Thank goodness. 16.
16, okay. All right, 30, 20, 30, 20, 23, and 18. Beautiful. Okay. So, with those, you can immediately tell that almost all of the dancers are welcoming, but there's a very sharp pinprick of tension between Scratch and Hakara. Scratch seems to be eyeing her up and down, arms crossed, almost not necessarily dismissive, but very on edge. And as Scratch begins to approach, she looks to Hakara. Oh, I really appreciate this. I didn't know what to expect, and there's a subtle unease even for Hakara before the two embrace. And Scratch looks to the rest of you afterwards, looks back to Hakara. If you want to meet everybody, I gotta go get ready. We're having a bit of a crisis, but we'll be okay. And Hakara looks to each of you before Scratch runs off backstage. Hakara approaches all of you.
Everything all right?
So you're the outsiders that have found a home here. And she got a very melodic, like if anyone spoke like a bard, like if they just had an accent of musical score, it's her. She got a very beautiful voice.
Sylvan, but not actually speaking Sylvan.
Yeah, pretty much.
As she speaks in song.
Mm-hmm.
Sylvan's a song-like language.
Yeah.
It's very melodic. Is everything all right? That looked a little tense there.
Yeah, she wasn't very fond of the idea of me coming back. But it seems Core and the others slowly kind of been working her over. I'm going to go talk with her in a few minutes.
Well, far be it from me to, want to see any sort of trauma out of the floors. If you guys are able to figure it out.
No, it's fine. She and I can talk backstage.
Okay, great. I think we're all looking forward to the show tonight.
Well, it promises to be a very good one. And there's a wide grin. And as all of you are kind of like looking over now, she's substantially up there, likely in terms of age for a goblin. She's probably pushing 30 in goblin years, but doesn't look a day over 14 in goblin years. So she looks like mid-30s.
For those out there that don't understand how goblins age, they reach maturity at 8 years old in human years. So
Yeah.
when we're 8, they're 18. Carry on.
Yeah, so she's roughly the equivalent of probably 60, but looks 30. Like, she's gorgeous. Like, if it wasn't for the lock of gray, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah,
So,
this is my first time seeing any one of these shows.
you get used to it over time. Are we able to talk to Core, or should we wait till after the performance? What's it doing?
I'll ask you to be patient. He's actually partaking in the last performance of the night, along with myself and my granddaughters.
Okay, absolutely.
He'll need probably 30 minutes to freshen up after the fact, but I can have Scratch and Nikki keep you guys company.
Okay. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
It's absolutely fine. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. We can handle business after.
Yeah.
Iris, I think you had tried to pipe up with something, or was just the note of the first time?
Yeah, just to know the first time, and she's just a little nervous, but wowed by everything.
Oh no, yeah. Go ahead and give me a composure check at disadvantage as she kind of comes up, as you're kind of like seated.
Can I?
As you're kind of sitting back down, as you're kind of sitting back down in your chair, she kind of like gently pats your shoulder, and you get the sense of maternal, but you also get the sense of a slight bit of hunting as she smiles, like, I can tell. You got a scent about you.
19.
19. Okay, yeah.
She
You're able to
stared down her mother, so
Yeah,
she's
you're
getting hints of it.
yeah. For the rest of you, just see a bunch of red beginning to show up in Iris's cheek, but she's hard staring her drink. You're not the only one.
Pats are on the back.
You're doing better than my first time in a brothel.
You can tell me about that one.
I'm also interested, weirdly.
Oh, there's nothing weird to go on here. Everything's acceptable here. And now she's giving you "I'm gonna fuck you" eyes.
Who?
Hakara. like it's clear there's a boundary, but you.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm down for whatever. Of course you are.
Well, from what I've heard, you've already had a little bit of whatever. And she just kind of gently like flips her hair back, starts strutting towards the backstage, and she's got swings to her hip.
Will tries not to stare.
So, yeah, I think it's time to get some drinks.
There were actually already drinks on the table when you guys came there.
Yeah.
I finished mine because that bitch made me thirst.
Oh.
Fair enough. At the proposition of drinks, Northern will approach. What can I get the rest of you?
I'll just take whiskey neat.
Whiskey neat, okay.
Made on the rug.
Meat on okay.
Meat on the rocks. Why would you have it on the rocks? You don't drink mead on ice. Waters it down. It disrupts the flavor.
I think he just wants cold mead.
No,
If I might make a suggestion, a little bit of ice won't hurt in the next couple hours.
right.
And this is how I do it.
I'm still gonna give you shit.
Yeah, I figured.
I am so gonna give you shit for it. But enjoy.
I know. I mean, it's just this once. I don't really drink it with ice anyway. Figured just this once.
Yeah, it'll help you.
You have any brandy for me? Do you have any
Brandy
mulled
for me.
wine?
Okay, 1 second. I will need a con save from everybody that polish off their first drinks.
I'm still sipping mine.
Okay. So everybody except Liz.
Is that con save?
Con save, yes.
19.
17.
Okay.
21.
21. Okay.
Hang on. Everything's being quite rude at the moment. I'm trying to stuff my face full of my food.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
I would have made much bigger jokes if you're saying you stuff your face with meat.
Dirty 20, motherfucker.
Remember, she's having chicken shit. She's actually stuffing her face full of cock.
Angel?
Is she raw?
Don't worry, you're not the only one.
Hey.
Oh my god, you guys.
I mean, I had a taco earlier.
Hey.
Yeah, you did. All right, we're so getting off the rail. That's
Way
totally
too
my fault.
thirsty and hungry for this.
That is totally my fault.
I had sausages last night.
Jesus. Okay.
Come on, guys. Come on.
A lot of you. Behave.
V, what was your kind of save again?
I got.
No, John. What was it?
I got a 17.
Yeah, 17. I think Will was 19. Iris was 21, and I want to say yours was like 17 as well. Ruby.
20.
20. Okay. 30, 20. Right.
Half
Okay.
dirty.
So, as you guys have started settling in, you can start to see some of the patrons are beginning to funnel into the club. There's already a little bit of a lingering interest in your group, as a large portion of them saw you guys get welcomed in early. But you feel oddly calm to the point where the lights of the candles, the dim lighting of the atmosphere, the slight, just a little bit of lingering club lighting before leading into the performances begins to die down. They almost, for all of you, as the first performance is about to begin, all the lights begin to intensify to the point where even amongst the space, there's almost ribbons of ethereal light that begin to shift and drift apart separately from the actual lighting. Whatever you've been drinking is starting to take effect from your first drink. But we will come back to you guys. Bird Buddy, you've been in the backstage. You can see, as you're looking over this outfit, it's clearly designed for the final performance. It's a large headdress piece to mimic a raven mask, to the point where it's actually made of some kind of a beak, but definitely not corvid. Still has the black feathers. These appear to fit goblin faces. There is essentially the hanger, this mannequin that it's set up on. It's got a long feathered bolero down to the wrists that give it like an extra wing-like aesthetic. Just a wide, thin black strip of cloth across the chest. Down by the hips drapes a black feathered skirt, open slits on the side, what appears to be essentially breakaway straps that are fastened into the skirt. So you know at some point the performance it's essentially, the debut is quite literal. And down near the, for the ankles, there's just a couple strips of leather with a couple feathers fastened in. But you can notice that the stitching is beginning to become undone in places of essentially the garters near the thighs that fasten into the skirt. And Scratch looks up to you. He's like, we've been trying for a couple weeks now to get these to break away right. And we just did a performance before everybody showed up, a practice run, and they're still not holding together. They need to last until the very end.
I can fix, I think.
Okay. With the modesty leading up to it, that they're supposed to fasten it in just the mid thigh of the skirt, so that way when we're inverted and they don't present too quickly. Can you try reinforcing the straps? Maybe we've tried a few different things. This is all that we haven't tried yet, and there's a couple different variety of very thin leather strips. More akin to cloth.
The wrong one. We'll try this sewing thing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sewing check.
Okay. I think that's a natural 20 plus 4 plus 3.
20 plus 4, 27. Okay.
Natural 27.
Yeah. So as you get back to the right pages. As you begin to furiously work, you're having helped Core in the past with helping the costumes and adjusting. You can see that he's finishing up his own costume. There seems to be, well, there isn't any kind of breakaway on his costume. He's just doing the very fine tuning of just the overall sizing of his shoulders, making sure everything's straightened out and good to go. He'll check it out, put it on. And you go ahead and take a thinner piece of leather, and to protect their thighs from the snapping of the leather, you sew it with a little bit of cloth on the interior and then fasten it in to the skirt itself. And as you do so, you just immediately grab the mannequin, flip it upside down, and as they do articulate, like the limbs articulate, you begin to press them apart, and there's a wide, happy smile across Scotch's face, just absolutely beaming with joy. I misjudged you. I'm sorry.
Everybody does. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? You got quite there.
Everybody does. It's okay.
I know, but with everything that you can do and how much you've helped Core, I never should have had my reservations in the first place. And the smile fades a little. Like there's very much a lot of guilt.
That's the part of growing up. You learn.
I'm looking forward to performing tonight.
You'll do great. I mean, look at you. Come on. You gotta get it from somebody. Have you seen her?
Yeah. And like she kind of like pushes her tits together, but I'm not as big as her. You can very distinctly see the differences of Nikki and Scratch's stand-in mannequins versus Hakara's. Is there's just a much bigger bust. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Okay, that's 18 plus 6.
18 plus 6, okay. 1 second. Okay. You know, she kind of peeks past the curtain, looks back to you. I think they've grown up a fair bit. They certainly aren't as handsy as the other patrons. And she kind of like just puts her hand on her hip, remembering the frustration from a couple nights ago.
Yeah, I don't think that the only one you might need to worry about is the white-haired blue one. Maybe?
Maybe. And with that, we will leave you to start tending the bar and working aiding with the kitchen. And we're going to hop over to the first performance, which we don't need music for. However, I do need, let's see, this is composure checks, 6 at disadvantage.
Oh no.
I misclicked, sorry. I accidentally pressed the negative side instead of 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say negative 6. Will's about to bust.
Composure checks.
Yeah,
what was
I
the
fat
disadvantage?
fingered, I'm sorry.
Composure, just 6 at disadvantage.
I would have finished my drink by now.
Then I will need a con save from you.
So, is there like any sort of like modifiers or anything like that?
Nope. Because your companion is part of this performance.
You ain't getting reroll either.
Nope. That's a nat 1.
I mean, if you had to get through that one on something.
18.
My... I'm just gonna type it.
Oh, poor 6.
I'd say dirty 20. Okay. It's about getting into this performance partway through where the same lighting effects of the slight, mildly trippy added lighting begins to take effect for you, Liz.
Okay. And I requested my second drink to be mulled wine.
Okay. 17, 16, 17. Iris.
18.
18. Oh, no, yeah, you're good. But yeah, this performance is very targeted. As the first performance, titled Jungle Beats, the lights beginning to die down, almost profuse amount of torch lights and torches begin to dot the back wall, almost like a sunrise. And you can, as the stage is set up, you all watch as Druids immediately craft trees and hanging vines and branches all across the interior of this space, leaving the main walkway that leads directly up to all of you, for the most part, clear, with the exception of a couple tiki torches. And what follows is a performance of a couple of Goliath men, but most of it is dwarven women. They're all adorned with knee-high furred greaves. So it's just from the knee to the ankles. Same thing for the wrists, from wrist to elbow. Just a slight little bit of tuft that comes down the chest like a necklace and is interwoven and sewn to a strap that is part of a leather harness. And as the performance gets underway, they begin to swing amongst the different vines, pushing and shoving, grabbing each other and throwing them across the stage, almost as it's like a show of force amongst two groups of gorillas. And as the performance begins to crescendo, one of the Goliath men begins to charge towards all of you, stops, turns, and is immediately pushed to the ground as a dwarven woman springboards off his chest, cartwheels at the edge of the stage, and immediately lands into the center of your table, fist into the top of the table work as she just arches her back. You recognize your masseuse 6 as she's just eyeing you. None of you were able to see the large bowl of banana pudding that someone had placed under your table, as she just takes a handful, licks her hand, and just begins to smear it down across her chest before the chest piece pops open. And she just winks at you 6 before back somersaulting back onto the stage and begins to flourish. Finishes with a flourish. So that's the first performance.
So it's a little difficult to differentiate between my jacket, hair, and face at this point.
Will just gives a thumbs up.
Six
Double
doesn't
thumbs up.
No, she's just staring and lost. Six.exe has stopped working.
No, your masseuse, who is still unnamed. You just watch as she like twists her tongue in her mouth and nibbles it slightly, kind of furrows a couple brows at you, and then just flicks a little bit of banana pudding at you before turning and sauntering away.
Just splats on like her cheek, like just under her eye, just run down.
You good over there, 6?
I just slack-jawed.
Who's sitting next to me?
It's up to you guys for fitting arrangement.
Iris uses a mage hand to just push up to 6's jaw.
I need to get some water.
Sort of like blink, blink. Where am I? What happened?
He just got starstruck.
Make your best friends among the people that hit you the hardest.
Uh-huh. Not that kind of struck, 6.
No, I know.
And nice to see you flustered, to be honest.
Shut up.
It's cute. It's very cute.
Oh my god, shut up. And she's just gonna drain her whiskey and kind of hold up the glass for another one.
Liz is just full on laughing.
Will doesn't say anything, but he is smiling
Yeah.
in amusement.
As
Something tells me all of your turns are coming.
as you guys are, those that finish up the first round of drinks, definitely 6. Norzarin comes around quickly with tops off each of your drinks, but also is carrying a large pitcher of ice water.
Thank you. I was about to ask if I could have one.
And for those that need one, take one, or want one, take one.
Yep. I'm gonna, just pay him an extra gold for just tips for the evening.
Okay.
6.
Well, what?
You thirsty?
Gonna be. Yeah, yuck it up. Your turn's coming.
I don't can't wait. Can't wait to see.
There is not a chance you're handling this better than I am.
Probably not,
We'll
but
I didn't. Six, you hear a familiar voice. I didn't think I was gonna flusty that much. As the dwarven woman appears behind you.
Yep, hair stands on end, the back of the neck's like just kind of shiver down the spine.
I'm sure that she'll make it up to her later.
You know, that was very skillful.
Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
I've never seen her this red before. It's very entertaining.
And she's just like giving you the power stare at this point.
Will is just looking at Ruby and like making that gesture with his hand at his leg, like, don't stop, you do not want to piss her
Now
off.
6. There's no need to glare at Ruby for telling the truth.
No, it's not a glare. It's legit not a glare. It's a power stare.
I was just saying glare to irritate things. She's being irritating.
You'll feel the soft but firm hand of your dwarven companion just kind of like gently pat your shoulder.
Just
it's okay.
Lean over to so I can actually hear her over the music and the performances going on tonight.
Mm-hmm. As you kind of lean over, she pulls up her own chair. If you don't want to dance, I can understand. But we're going to be busy entertaining everybody, so we won't be able to do any private or intimate moments tonight. And as she offers her hand to you, 6. Here I'm Angelique, but you can call me Marble. And you would know that probably comes from her abs.
So, yeah, I'll take the hand, kiss the knuckles. 6. Pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure. And she'll pull up a chair next to you. Everybody go ahead and give me perception checks.
Including Beanie?
Excluding you. Actually, no. Yeah, including you. You'd be peeking around while you're doing your job.
So Bird sees all.
Yes, Bird very much sees all.
Lizard also sort of sees all.
Oh, yeah?
Lizard get 24. Not
Damn.
natural.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 and I get, you said perception, that's another plus 11.
Plus 11. Okay. Everybody at the table would feel the occasional extra set of eyes from amongst the crowd. And as you all look, you can see that some of the patrons are kind of like glancing at your group, but nothing unsettling or worrying. Bird Buddy, you are very familiar with this phenomenon as Angelique, actual name being Marble. It's very rare that she takes anybody backstage or into her chambers, let alone accompanies them on the floor.
Notes are furiously being written.
Yeah. Yeah, so the group is already beginning to get a few envious eyes.
If any make eye contact with Liz while staring with envy, she flashes her teeth at them.
Oh yeah.
Liz is taking bodyguard role.
Maybe completely and totally unaware of all the jealousy that may be around in this particular image, but I've definitely got an arm over the back of Angelique's chair.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Liz, intimidation check.
Can I just give Liz a D8?
Sure.
Bless.
And
D8 and bless.
Ooh.
All right.
I like these numbers. Oh, the bless is a 1, but it's a 4. It's a D4, so it doesn't add it out all that much. Let's see. Alright, so...
Take what you can.
22 total.
Okay. You're able to scare off a couple people just through the baring of teeth. The ones that you aren't able to scare off, they're either, possibly tougher, or potentially just probably a little bit more inebriated, so they might have inadvertently glanced at you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Glanced your way, but you feel like you're able to stave off a large portion of the people that do look your way. Let's see here.
Liz, while she's kind of... Sorry.
No,
Liz, while she's interested in all like the dancing and stuff, she's not that interested.
Okay.
She thinks it's neat.
Yeah. Bird Buddy, as you've solved the wardrobe crisis, you can see as Nikki has now joined you in Scratch. There's the increasing nerves, as the next performance is the last one before theirs. And it's also going to include a little bit of an intermission to set up for the final performance. But you can sense the increased nerves, the kind of brash, tough girl exterior that Scratch has is beginning to wane. The confident but mildly nervous Nikki is just becoming increasingly nervous. Our grandmother, she mastered the inverted belly. I mean, we tried, and we did well with rehearsal. Can you just help us out? Any more pointers? And they each take a turn. So we'll start with Nikki. They go through their portions of the performance, which take place on a bed, where they lay on their backs, imitate being shackled to the headboard before getting into their routine. Standing, grabbing the top of the headboard as they get close to the end. Flip upright and inverted and spin so their back is to you. So let me give them a performance check. Give that one to each of them. Find my dice roller. Ooh. Not good. You can tell with Nikki as she goes first that the nerves are really getting to her as she gets through the first bit relatively fine, but as she goes to invert herself into a handstand, she over adjusts and just flips off the back of the bed. You just hear onto the floor behind the bed. Ow!
Can Phoebe like dive bomb and catch her?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a dex save.
Dex.
Yes.
That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. Yeah. So you're able to immediately dive. So you kind of baseball slide, catch her in her arms, but a lot of her weight just pitches you back. So as you're sliding on your legs and butt, the weight just pitches you back, but you're able to keep your head up away from the floor. Okay.
You just feel like you see how you fell.
Mm-hmm.
Take it slower.
Okay.
There's a hot-headed redhead out there who taught me a few things. Try angling it this way.
Okay. So now let me give her a performance at advantage with your guidance. That's much better. With a 17 on the die. So as she goes through her second attempt, you watch as she gets through the main portion again just fine and gets to the point where she gets into the handstand on top of the headboard. You notice there's an extra oomph of pitching her arms down rather than forward, and she gets upright, inverted into a handstand, and is still a little shaky. But as she finishes up to the routine to the point where she takes one hand off the headboard, she finishes it as expected. A little bit perspiring a little bit more, but begins to dabble herself off. Okay.
See,
how's that?
Perfect.
Okay. My arms were a little shaky. Is that?
You should probably take a break, but you're doing great.
Okay. Now we'll get into Scratch's performance, which is so as the following the same routine as Nikki, as you know that Scratch joins into the routine a little bit later, so her portion of the routine on the bed is shorter, but gets up onto the headboard inverted, gets close to the point where she's lifting her one hand up, and that's when she loses balance and tips back onto the mattress.
This is the one of them that's a little more. How equally built are they?
Scratch has a little bit more muscle from having to be in like one or two fights to protect her sister, but for the most part, they've got the same build.
Maybe just gonna say you're built just slightly different. I can't do it the same way. Try this instead.
Okay. Let's see here. Ooh.
A lot of watching six.
You'll see that as she inverts, as she begins to bring her hand up away, so she's up on the one hand again, you can see the added pressure of her hand squeezing the top of the headboard, and she's as steady as a rock to the point where she's just exerting all of her strength into gripping the headboard and relying on the strength of her arm, even more so down into the wrist and elbow, as she just uses her extra strength, and it's just pin straight, inverted, into a one-handed handstand. And then she finishes with the same flurry.
I think you both are going to pull this off. Just don't be so locked up and tense.
Don't be so locked up in it's kind of hard to not be tense when, well, we got a reputation to uphold.
You want to know a secret?
Hmm.
Maybe she's going to tell them both about a really minuscule, funny thing about Cord that he would not care about people knowing.
All right.
That would just cheer them up.
Okay, go and give me a straight charisma. So, no proficiency. Yeah, charisma plus no proficiency. This isn't necessarily persuasion.
Okay.
It's more of a distraction, if anything.
Okay. It's a base 19 plus 8 base charisma.
Hell yeah. So you kind of flesh through you kind of go through all the different stories of Core, and this is one that is well known, but they might not be aware of it yet. And you bring up how, as is part of his job as being a caretaker, to just about every need the dancers have, he had at least for the first couple of years, a tendency, how do I put this, to jump the gun. And more intimate encounters with the dancers. He had a premature problem.
Oh.
I mean, he built it up, right?
And that's like how BB finishes. And now you see the way he is now. So
you'll
be fine.
You immediately feel his eyes on you, but you see the smirk and a slight roll of the eyes as both of the sisters are keeled over, almost falling onto the floor with laughter. Court just kind of shakes his head, rolls his eyes, and starts heading over to begin his preparations as the next performance is underway for the hunt. As the atmosphere changes, the rest of you would see that while the trees that encompass the crowd begin to linger, the texture of the stage becomes almost grass-like across the tabletops as well. It gets closer to midday. There's in terms of the lighting style, as it adds to the extra shadow, which allows the more club-like aesthetic of the lighting to really pop in the darker sections of the stage, as a mix of humans, elves, what looks to be a genasi or two, begin to make their way onto the stage in either what appears to be representations of deer, either bucks or does, and leopard, what appears to be faux leopard patterning, as respects to the cats of the region and how much Dramera is associated with the feline beasts. It's clearly faked fur, but obviously intended. I need composure saves from everybody, or just composure checks from everybody. This time at disadvantage. It is Iris and Ruby.
Question for you, DM.
Yes.
The explanation that you were giving regarding, the jaguar furs, the cats in the region, Dramere's influence, yada yada yada, could that be something that Marble is actually talking about with Six, trying to explain what the symbolism is?
Yeah, Marble would be explaining it to the group as the overall theme of this performance is not only very sexualized as much as it's intending to be, but it's also to honor the freedom and the wild nature that the people of Korshavn share with their deities and the beasts of the land.
Will is very much intrigued by what he's hearing because it is fascinating history.
You've got a hand raised, Ian.
Yep, what's up, Liz?
Just randomly in the middle of everything, Liz just reaches out and pats Iris on the head.
There's a slight mental conversation happening where she's trying to reassure Iris.
Liz is mostly focusing on the technical aspects of the performance, so she's giving Iris a mental narrative now.
Oh no, yeah.
What are we rolling?
As composure check. Iris and Ruby at disadvantage.
16.
Okay. So as the second performance gets underway, it's aptly named The Hunt because as it starts off with the people in the more cat-like aesthetic masks, same furred patterns down the shins and the forearms, same thing across the chest. The folk that are in the more deer, buck and doe aesthetics are thigh high and very thinly furred, almost textured tights. Thongs or man thongs accordingly, topless, and boleros with deer horned headpieces. Adding to the extra aesthetic is a little bit of fur painted across the cheeks. And what precedes is the cat. Those dressed like cats are prowling amongst the back of the stage as those in the deer costume are almost in a synchronized dance, very exaggerated steps, showing the languid movements of their body before chaos ensues as those dressed up as felines pounce into the stage, beginning to chase them around. As all of you can see, those that scatter to the edges of the stage on the very sides, there's imitated pounces and scratches across the shoulders that cause the deer folk to begin to spin almost like ballet before continuing on with long strides and leaps along their shoulders and the hands of the cat folk is now smears of red, which Marble would explain that it's essentially faux blood using red bark oak sap. And as the crescendo begins to approach, the deer folk in the back are all pounced as two deer adorned individuals charge up with one jaguar chasing them, and as they pounce, and they almost get pounced midair as the three land onto your guys' table, and the two just as deer are Norzarin and Iris's companion, whose name I am blanking on. Tree Blossom. Yes. As the deer folk not the deer folk, but the individual, not necessarily important, flips back. You hear extra hoots and hollers and cheers as the back right stage. You can immediately tell that the woman dressed in jaguar attire and the woman dressed in deer attire are immediately just sucking each other's faces as the crowd is beginning to rile them up. But you hear easy, easy as Core steps out onto the stage. Everybody calm down. And you can see the two in the back look to him, just roll their eyes, get up and walk off stage. But don't even make it out of frame before the Jaguar individual pushes the deer up against the wall. But as this performance comes to an end, you guys are accompanied by Tree Blossom and Norzerin. As Core announces, we're going to need a little bit longer of an intermission, as this requires the next performance requires a little bit of more setup that unfortunately our druids aren't able to help with. We'll see you all in about 15 to 20 minutes, and we hope you enjoy the finale. And you can give a quick clap.
Well, applauds.
Does that usually happen, Walker? Do the dancers kind of tangle themselves up with each other?
Oh yeah. It's gotten a bit rarer, but it still happens.
Well, seems like a very friendly place to work.
Very friendly.
I mean, you would know.
Just a reminder, guys, BB crew up here.
There's a lot about our bird buddy I don't think we knew.
They're pretty secretive.
Fair enough.
I mean, we're not exactly open books about ourselves to each other, now are we?
I mean, you guys know a lot more about me than I know about any of you.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
tell us in time.
Norzerin kind of perks up as he rolls off the table directly into Ruby's lap and kind of just drapes his arm over her shoulder. Leg up, front towards you, Ruby, for obvious, sinisterly Norzerin reasons.
Ruby will respectfully put her arm around him because, she's enjoying this.
Oh, no, yeah. So as you kind of put your arm around him, he kind of drapes back as to just long, languid motions, dressed in his deer outfit, and with a more buck headpiece. And I mean, to be fair, everybody in this establishment is secretive. Core, Bird Buddy, Vale, everyone here, we all have secrets, even from each other. It's natural when you grow up here.
That is completely understandable. Anyway, he just drinks, has another swig of his mead, and this time it's his second cup, but this one was without ice.
Okay.
Drada is missing out. She's gonna be so jealous when she hears about this.
Maybe you could dance for her, show what you learned.
Go on.
Tree Blossom kind of noticing Iris is just kind of like has taken a napkin, is kind of like gently patting Iris's forehead. Easy, easy. And as he kind of turns to look at you, Will. I mean, I could show you a thing or two if you're really that interested.
You should really take him up on that offer. It might help you, with being more lithe.
You know what? Sure. I would not mind learning a new dance moves.
I'm just gonna kind of glance over at Ruby. He's like, we're gonna get Drada laid.
Yeah.
No. Drada and I are just friends, and honestly, I think I have a bigger chance with Ascara.
Yeah, she definitely acts like friends.
You guys should meet Ascara one of these days. She's really nice. I mean, I only knew her for an evening, but she was nice.
Is that the blacksmith's daughter that you went on a date with?
Who's got the highest passive perception?
Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Me. Outside of BB, it's me.
Yeah, BB's not at the table.
I have a 13.
14.
It's me. 16.
It's probably Liz.
Liz.
Yeah, I have a 15 myself, so it is her.
Iris is kind of like almost cuddling into Tree Blossom a bit, like letting him comfort her a little bit.
Alright, so I send something to Matt.
That was a really good pounce, by the way, Tree Blossom.
Well, when you grow up in the lands, it's very easy to get involved in stuff like that. You learn to move like the animals. I just happen to have a heads up.
Yeah.
Susan raise her glass to Liz.
Yes.
You don't. No, you take your glass and you kind of clink it against mine.
Oh, it's a toast. Okay.
Just cheers.
I know what a toast is. I just didn't think you'd want to toast with me.
Why not?
Because I'm here for you all. Not the dance. Nothing against the
That's
dancers. And Liz says that to all the dancers at the table. You guys are incredibly talented.
We
She
appreciate
is
it.
very loyal to her husband, and he just pats Liz on the shoulder.
Liz growls at Will.
Maybe not.
Not
Sorry.
exactly something I like talking with people I don't know very well.
Sorry, just thought it was the best context.
Sorry.
And he just takes another drink.
Yeah. I mean, that's respectable. I mean, it's all about boundaries and knowing how to push and how to respect those boundaries.
Yep. Northern kind of pipes up briefly. He's like, "No, we saw you felt a little awkward about coming in here the first time.
That
None of us would have
nothing to
tried.
do with being in here.
Well, now we know, but we understand. We wouldn't push anything."
I saw someone that looked similar to him when I first came in, and it's been a while since I've been able to see him in person, so it was a lot.
Understandable.
We actually used to frequent a place back home like this together.
Really? Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah, and you can see the Marble and Tree Blossom all kind of perk up a little bit.
Yeah, so if you didn't know, my husband is an alchemist, rather accomplished, and one of the things he does is makes certain potions that are helpful for people in this sort of field.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things they would do is sometimes in payment they would give him lessons on how to dance, and I'd get to come watch.
Fair enough. It's always good to earn a few pheromones.
So she's gonna kind of lean over towards Will. They put arrows in your quiver.
That's a good one.
Not just the pheromones either, also the preventative measures.
Oh, very understandable.
So, lots of gifts from patrons who gave them things that they didn't care much about, and also we spent evenings together at the brothels.
Of course. Well, we hope. I know, and this is Marble. I know some of the ones in Adlor can be much more higher end than this. I hope we've at least made it feel a little on par.
If you
You've been
think that we were
delightful.
frequenting high-end establishments, you're
So the dancers were
behind
nice,
us.
but probably not the establishment.
Yes,
The dancers
there
were
you
pretty.
go.
Fair enough. Fair
Yes.
enough.
Mhm.
Well, and you could see the three dancers kind of like puff up a little, like note at the note of our place looks better than lower to mid tier clubs. There's confidence being built up here.
You know, they do
Definitely
have something.
not
They did have
more.
something in the clubs that was interesting. They had removable bowls, so that the space could be used as a tavern during the day.
That's actually and what is it? Northern just exaggerates his stretch even more so. Ruby, you just get chest and abs as he arches back. All of you watch as metal poles swing down onto each section of the stage. It looks to be 3 on the main stage and then 2 leading up the walkway at different intervals that are being fastened into place.
Hang on.
Yes.
So, guys, we are giving Ruby shit in Discord at the moment.
And I caught a stray. I literally was mid-sip of my drink.
The alcohol or the water?
Alcohol.
Oh God.
It looks like we lost.
Yeah.
Cupid said he was having
Cupid
computer
said-
issues.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, that works out. We
Oh,
just
He's not complaining.
Well, that's a lot. That's Liz just kind of like sees the magical display. It's a lot more high end and high tech than what they had.
Oh, understandable.
Definitely a lot better than Admore.
So, but yes, I know it doesn't seem like it, but well, my party mates probably didn't think that I was used to this sort of thing, but this is
Well,
Well,
Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna use the facilities. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab her bag and head over towards what they have for restrooms.
okay. What are you doing,
I'm
M6?
I'm just going to go get changed out of my adventuring clothes and into my suit because that kind of establishment.
Fair enough. Give me another composure check as you get back. At the
Oh
advantage.
no!
I don't know why I'm bothering to go into my sheet to see what my composure modifier is.
It is blush.
That's an 8.
it is
No,
in
yeah.
fact blush.
Yeah, it's as you approach, because Marble wasn't exactly disheartened by any stretch, but as you come back, Six, you immediately catch that she just clicks her teeth and just like licks her lip. Just, dinner.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna do that quick flick of the lapel to sort of like straighten the jacket on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've got that sexy business like
Oh yeah.
going on.
Liz is snorting at all the peacocking going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but now, I look real good.
Oh no, yeah. The suit is giving you a little bit of confidence, so you're not as red. You're not as thrown off. You're kind of settling in a little bit.
He's
Yep,
no longer a relative of Liz.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of figured, you know what, this definitely calls for the power suit. Let's go.
Oh, for sure. Let's see.
And Liz Norsrin is our bartender, yes?
Norzern Norzern was starting off at the bartender, but you can tell that he
No,
did
his
swap
dad.
duties as his dad is.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Liz kind of tries to get the bartender's attention to get more mulled wine. She switched mostly to just mulled wine for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Liz prefers hot drinks over cold drinks.
Okay.
I wonder why.
Alrighty. Bird Buddy, let's hop back to you as you are during that last performance and during the intermission, you had briefly stopped back into the kitchen before wrapping around back through the the staff corridors to minimize the ins and outs of goods and shipments and stuff. But you got more food. It helps get more food in. Move around backstage, having seen your party, brief glimpses of your party's reaction. Go ahead and give me an insight check into the scene.
There's 19 plus 8.
Very much so. You can tell that they are now much more relaxed, to the point where they don't seem to realize that they are starting to get much more jealous eyes. More so from the left side of the stage, as you can see. Every so often over the next couple minutes, unbeknownst to the party, you do see articles of clothing from those two dancers being discarded into the crowd from behind the curtain. So they don't get to see the show, but they get the last little bits of the costumes before, as you're walking towards the back of the stage, the two of them start rushing up to their rooms butt naked. And you return to the backstage. Scratch and Nikki are getting settled. It seemed to be a bit more calm as Cora's kind of conversing with the two of them. So you ready? They kind of nod, kind of puff up a little bit. They're now fully in uniform, in their costumes, the boleros, headdresses, strap across the bras, across the chest, anklets, the whole shebang. And even with their more slim fit build, there's just an extra little bit of squeeze around the thighs and chest.
BP is gonna give them both a thumbs up. And not that it really matters, but BB's gonna give them a little bit of inspiration.
Okay. And you give them inspiration to each of them? All right.
Mm-hmm. Core don't need it.
Yeah, Core don't need it. Well, and Scratch kind of looks to the few dancers that are still backstage, the ones that are mingling amongst the crowd. Back to you. No, it was Core's idea for this, and we wanted to say thank you for helping us in your own way. And sewing and words of encouragement aside, you do a lot for everyone here.
This place is home.
Yeah, I know Nikki was happy with that idea. I was a little apprehensive. Mom didn't think too much of this place, but we finally feel like we belong.
He always did.
She kind of perks up slightly. Well, guess it's about that time, right?
Oh yeah, the crowd is already kind of angry, so this will cheer them up a little.
Sorry about that. Continue.
All good, Iris. Welcome back.
Computer revolted against me for a moment. I had to beat it back into submission.
That's fine.
Percussive maintenance.
Works
So
with
as
everything.
as you guys, let me do some quick rolls for these two. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Very nicely done. Inspiration's a D8 for you, right? For everybody. Yes. Okay. Not bad on the inspirations either. All right. So, as the final performance begins to settle in, the scenery begins to settle in. A lot of darkness begins to fill in the space, but what you're all able to make out in the background has a large, thin brazier. So the very bottom of that sunrise before that's up against the wall. The whole thing is lit as a thin tapestry rolls down to cover it, adding an almost spooky glow to what appears to be the a red blood, a crimson red blood moon. The tops of trees adorning the very bottom of the tapestry. What appears to be black feathers dancing across the empty spaces up near the top. And there's one tree that's a little bit taller than the other two in the dead center. That's framed by the moon itself. Matching each of the three trees, is a stark black metal pole that reaches down from the ceiling, and on the very front of it is a mattress bed headboard that has a very distinct infernal touch adorned with feathers. Heading up the walkway, there's two more beds, similar aesthetic with the black wood, red silk sheets, each accompanied by a pole, but rather than the pole being behind the bed, it's the opposite side of the walkway from the bed itself. So it's kind of acts like a checkerboard. So the first one out, the pole is on the right, bed is on the left. Second one out, pole is on the left, bed is on the right. And at closest to all of you, about 10 feet from the edge of the stage, is a matching chase lounger. Those that had gone into Cora's room during the scavenger hunt would recognize it as the same as one of the loungers from his room. Red silk cushions, black infernally carved wood. Sorry, not a chase lounge, the love seat that was in his room. But no pole. And as the light begins to get much, much darker, you can see a bunch of different figures moving across the very back portion of the stage. What appears to be about 3 or 4 moving into each bed. And with that, I need everyone to hush. Hun, if you want to play Songbird first.
3, 2, 1, go.
As the light dims down incredibly dark, the red blood moon framing the back, you watch from the center bed rises a very curvaceous goblin woman. Black hawk headdress, feathered bolero and skirt, and anklets. Gently dancing across on the very top of the headboard as figures on either side begin to move towards the poles in similar attire, but without the headpieces. As the music begins to rise, you watch as Core accompanies Scratch and Nikki heading down the walkway. They are both adorned with the Black Hawk headdresses. They are casually belly dancing down the walkway, adding to the tribalistic music with a slight touch of jazz. And as they approach the first bed, Nikki branches off climbs into the bed as Scratch moves further down the walkway. Core meanders near the first bed, gently, almost guarding Nikki before he suddenly pulls off thick shackles and begins to tie Nikki's hands to the headboard. And as Nikki begins to settle into the routine of the dancers in the back on the beds, she pins her arms to the side, juts her hips up, and begins to gyrate, thrusting slightly before there's a leg flourish, and she flips onto her knees, continuing the dance. And as Core starts making his way down the walkway, he slowly undoes a little bit of his blackened robe and discards a almost devilish wolf mask that he had been wearing. Continuing down the walkway, as he gets closer to Scratch, while in the midst of the performance, is almost feigning nerves. As she begins to slouch, moves over to the bed. Core joins her as she rests her head on his chest. And the lyrics almost mimic that consoling spirit, reassuring her, reassuring her ability to dance. As he pulls out another set of shackles, begins to tie Scratch to the bed in the same fashion that he did with Nikki, before she joins in the same routine as it mirrors the first set, with jutting the hips up, gyrating before flipping onto their knees, continuing the dance, each one adorned with a slight brush across the back with a cat o' nine, before Core had tossed them off to the side. And as he begins to approach the chaste lounger, he undoes his robe, revealing his chiseled abs, slightly sweaty, but feigning exhaustion. As he moves into the armchair, begins to relax, drapes his arms across the back. The feigned exhaustion begins to build as the drum beats begin to kick off with flashes of torchlight. As all you now realize is Hakara begins to make quick strides across the walkway, heading closer and closer to you, similarly adorned in the Blackhawk headdress, extra curvaceous as she's almost hunting, playing hide and seek with Core. As he looks over to the left side, she moves to the right. He looks to the right, she moves to the left. And as the music begins to build back up towards the finale, she leaps over the love seat, lands on her feet, with her butt pointed directly at all of you. As she looks over her shoulder, she gives a playful shimmy before she begins to belly dance, spin, as she approaches closer to Core. And as she puts her foot onto the cushions between his legs, she grabs the top of the the love seat, flips up, spins around, and in unison with Nikki and Scratch, they begin to belly dance upside down as Hakar's looking directly at Core, lowering herself before going back up. The three of them move into a one-handed handstand as they push their feet together and begin to spread their knees out before there's the slight straining of fabric, before there's a distinct snap as the lights go dark, as the three of them flip onto the bed or love seat. As the music comes to a calm, there's a deafening applause. And as the light begins to build back up, you can see that Core and Bakara are giggling as Nikki and Scratch begin to undo their restraints and join them into like a big family hug.
Yeah, I'm joining in the applause. That was amazing.
Will is also applauding.
I need a composure check from everybody, with Liz and Will at disadvantage.
17.
14.
Does this include Bird Buddy? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
No.
mine be an advantage?
I didn't hear you. Yeah. Was Bird
Uh,
Buddy included?
everybody's
Excessively hot.
everybody's involved in this. The only people with disadvantage are Liz and Will. Everybody else gets straight rolls.
Straight
Oh,
roll,
man.
natural 20.
Oh man.
Did you get another nut one?
Yeah.
Did you trade dice with me?
Repeatedly busting.
Help! It's again.
Help, it's again. Yeah. All of you do fairly well. Liz, while you're not angry, you're not frustrated, you're not particularly flustered. It's a very awkward sense of, if he was only a little bit thinner and a little bit smaller, as you had seen Cora's muscles, sticks with Hakara flipping over the love seat and just jutting her butt out to the rest of you. It was directed mostly at you. And it just nosebleed, head back. Damn.
Yep, I get hit with the cannon.
Yep.
She's still laughing from behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You're in the background. It's just like, yep, they fucking killed it. As all three dancers, all four, Core, Hakara, Nikki, and Scratch, all four of them rolled 30 or higher.
Nice.
Woo!
That is quite the performance.
Poor Iris was listening in on Liz's thought process
I'm like folding up.
because Liz was attempting to like keep like lewd thoughts away and like help Iris focus on something that wasn't lewd, and then she just gets a full on memory of Liz thinking of Kane.
But very briefly, Scratch will join you all. Core and Hakara will head back to their quarters to freshen up. Core will note that, give me about 30 minutes. I've got to freshen up a little. I'm a little stinky. And Nikki, who kind of playfully dances across the table as she moves from the walkway back behind the bar to assist with food and drink. But I will leave the next couple minutes to all of you because I got to use. Actually, yeah, let's do the next couple minutes and we'll take a bathroom break.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fold one of my handkerchiefs on the table and kind of dab at my nose a little bit and wipe sweat away.
Will looks at Scratch and says, "You did great up there." And he gave 2 thumbs up.
I appreciate it.
And
Thank
just
you.
has a grin on his face.
She's got that familiar cheeky grin. I was hoping we'd put out all the stops and put on a big show, and she just plops right into your lap with the mention of big.
All right, go do your thing, hun. We'll be here. Yep, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute bathroom break.
Okay.
I gotta wait for my bathroom to be open.
Yeah. I'm actually sweating. I'm actually fucking sweating.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's also like a sweltering 82 degrees here.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
But like, I even have my AC running directly on me, and I'm still sweating.
What I'll do is I'll take some ice packs and I'll tuck one behind my back and one up on my front. That usually helps a lot.
I just ended up increasing the fan speed so it blows more cool air out.
It blows more.
Yeah.
It blows better.
Yeah. It blows better, it blows more, it blows longer. Her mama didn't raise no quitter.
Man.
I'm eating my sweet treats. Stop trying to make me snort.
Stop making it so easy.
Are those sweet treats cream filled?
They're gonna be.
No. They're sugar wafers.
Have they been having pineapple?
Hey, yo, what the fuck did I come back?
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, no, I was just talking about, like, you know, I'm even sweating through the AC blowing directly on me. I had to increase the fan speed.
Well, I'm glad I'm glad it worked out. I was trying to get everybody.
Oh, well, I mean,
how you doing?
I've got the. I'm
doing great.
I've got the picture of Hakara up. Okay, I know what she looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing just fine. I got my drink. I got my snacks. I'm good. I'm happy. This is fun.
You also got a very pretty half-elven man in your lap.
Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm not going back to the tavern tonight.
Well, unfortunately, it's already been stated that no one's going to be able to spend the night because of how busy everybody's going to be. They're going to be tired, so there's no overnight
Yeah,
activities.
there's no customers tonight. They got to clean up and
tomorrow night.
All right.
Tomorrow.
All right, so let's get back to it. How you, in character, how you guys doing now that you got all your your personally selected companions?
Sweaty, but more.
Mm-hmm.
Liz is happy that everyone else is enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get
a
to
slight puddle of embarrassment and slight arousal.
Yeah, I'm just doing some light flirting, like just quietly under the music, so that it's kind of out of earshot.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a couple drinks at this point. Do you want me to do another con save?
Yeah, everybody go ahead and give me one last con save for.
Is the mulled wine magical in nature? Does it get past my defenses? So then I won't. I'm not even phased by it.
You'll still get like a mild bit of tipsiness because you can get drunk now, but you still got the natural kind of resistance. But I will need con saves from everybody.
I'll be happy to say that sorcerers in their extra special save, because that's a 11.
No. Oh no.
You know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an actual shot with Mayflew, and then I'm gonna roll at disadvantage. Because that was a 22.
I just finished. I just missed my drink. I just finished it. I gotta get up and go get a shot for this? Alright, give me a second.
In the meantime, though, that is a 12.
Okay. Not bad. Y'all doing pretty solid.
Iris is definitely tipsy, because she's probably on her 6th or 7th drink by now.
Ruby is just cuddling him. Like, this is just Cuddleville. She's
no, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, John knows what I look like drunk. Six isn't drunk, but she is getting towards that lush stage.
Yeah, it's getting closer to your lush stage, whatever the equivalent is for 6, yeah.
Yeah, so she's...
I'll roll again at disadvantage like 6.
It's cute flirting.
So I rolled my second roll. It stays at 16 because the second roll was a 20.
Okay. All right.
Well,
so,
actually 21.
As you guys have finally gotten to the last bit of performances. It's noticeably hot within the club, as the three performances back to back have certainly riled the place up. You can see that some of the patrons are just they've found company amongst themselves. But the casual club atmosphere that's now just meandering amongst the spaces, this is just the unwind coast for the remainder of the night. Enjoy the evening. The lights are just as intense and trippy as they were before, but it's beginning to fade. None of you are excessively drunk. You're mildly to heavy tipsy, I would say. Nothing to really get you to the point of completely losing your motor skills and your ability to cognitively function. But after about 30 to 35 minutes, Northrin's father will come from behind the bar and begin to gather the remainder of the troops as you each are unfortunately told to say farewell to your companions as Core is ready to welcome you all. He looks up. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Your friend Bird Buddy, as you call them, they're going to be busy down here for the next couple hours. So if you want to let them know what's going on after the fact, it's up to you.
All right.
But yeah, it's just been busy, and you can hear like a chair tip over as two patrons are beginning to disrobe, as a couple of the bouncers are like, "Hey, go take that home."
Sorry, I was talking to chat here. This is Core talking to us.
This is Northrin's father.
Northrin. Okay.
Oh.
Got you. Okay. I don't remember who that is.
It's the guy in my lap staff.
Bartender.
Yeah, it's the bartender.
Oh, the bartender guy.
One of the bartenders. He's just like,
Silver
hey,
Fox.
yeah, Silver Fox. Bird Buddy's gonna be busy. I gotta collect your companions so they can go tend to everybody else for the remainder of the evening. But as all of you are beginning to get shuffled towards the staff entryway, there's noticeable looks of jealousy as, okay, that you're getting the extra VIP access as you're being pushed into the personal quarters sections.
I'm gonna give Marble the benefit of the look back.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a charisma check.
Can I do intimidation again? At the people glaring at us?
Yes, you can do intimidation.
Finally, a fucking straight roll that goes for me.
I'm winking at one of them.
That's an 18.
I'm totally bragging it.
18 plus 0.
Very nice.
18 on my intimidation. 14 plus 4. Liz,
right.
I feel like, does the party even notice that Liz is doing this? Or are they too focused on everyone else?
At this point, Bird
I
Buddy
know you
would,
noticed.
from their perch, yeah. The rest of the party probably not. But Six, you get a cheeky wink back from Marble as she does the kind of like casual hourglass motion with her hands, and she gets down to the bottom. She gives like a little playful squeeze to the air. The last of the companions to leave is actually Scratch, as you're about to head through the secret entrance behind the statue. Will you get a playful bite on your butt cheek? Just a quick chomp right through the pants.
That's love. That's love.
Oh yeah.
Everybody learned that from Liz when she was a baby. Like your love.
Like our love.
So, Will gets the most bitches.
Yeah, he does.
Guys
So
always stay winning.
I mean,
So many.
equality over quantity.
Dirty boys.
Did you say pretty boys, Sam?
Nerdy boys.
Nerdy boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Nerdy boys. Nerdy boys get the good bitches.
Mm-hmm.
My husband would know.
Hey,
You
Ark,
know
how
how
do
to
you feel
handle the
about all
controller
this?
better.
Yeah, Ark, how do you feel?
With that, for those that have been to the chorus chambers already, you lead the others and start making your way up to the very top floor of this establishment. Take the right down the hallway to the second door on the left that those that would know leads out to look over the city. What's everybody's passive? With the exception of you, everybody. The highest is 16.
The highest after BB is 16. Mine's at a 14. I think the lowest is a 13.
Okay.
Sorry
Hi.
about that. I completely forgot to check if I was muted or not. I had said I am very much amused by it.
Fair enough.
How dare you, Ark? No, I'm joking.
Blame it on my ADD.
Yes.
I hear you.
All right, so you guys don't pick up anything audible. But as Baja meets up with you and begins to open the door, it opens up slightly, and Baja yells, "And you better be decent," and just leaves as the door begins to open all the way. And as you all step through, it's almost like you get the main living quarters, the main living room with the outcropping of bookcases directly behind them. To the left, you can see the bedroom. To the right, the showers, bathing area. Everything's got a Frostlanian touch with a mix of infernal, small bits of foreshadowing here and there with the animal skins, especially the polar bear, which adds to the Frostlanian side of things. But laying on the chase lounger, you all see Core, who, near as you can tell, has pants on. Because he is shirtless, he is barefoot, with one of his feet hanging off the chase lounger. But draped across him and facing him is a very beautiful chalk white skinned woman with curly flowing white hair, void black eyes with the exception of thin golden irises. Those that have been in Core's room before would recognize this as the veil-born woman that's in the painting in the outcropping of a study. So for you three, if you want, you can give an extra perception check.
Yes.
Unless I'm good with perception.
I'm sorry, is this everybody?
Just the people that were in Cora's room before.
Okay.
So me and you and
so-
somebody else.
And me.
forgot who, though.
It was me.
Yep.
So perceptions?
Yes.
Yep.
Dirty 24.
24? Okay.
18.
Okay.
17.
17. All right. 1 second, folks. Who was it that got the 24? That was Will?
Yeah, it was
Yep.
me.
Will, I'm going to send you something.
All right.
But as all of you enter, you see the pair of them Both of them are more than likely naked, as there's a thin, tattered cloth that's kind of draped over the pair of them. You can clearly see up most of her thighs before the shadow censors everything else. She's very voluptuous and curvaceous. And Cora looks to everybody. Well, welcome in. Thanks for giving us a quick opportunity to freshen up. Have a seat. And he gestures to the chairs. So how'd the mission go? I didn't hear anything in terms of it going awry. So.
I'm just gonna walk over to Ruby and just reach into her boobs. What?
You have to ask. You have to ask.
Well, I mean, we're turning in the mission objective.
Yes, but again, they're part of me, and, the giant head you saw, just ask. But yes, go ahead.
Get the box out of your tits.
Ruby gets the box out of their tits. It's probably hilarious for Cora to see this, I'm sure.
Oh, no, yeah. There's very much an amusement, like an amused smirk on Cora's face. The Veilborn woman just seems to be minding her own business. There's a little bit of curiosity, but she's just observing the space relaxing against Cora's chest. And as you take the crate out, you just put it on the table in the center of between the center of the chairs there.
Mm-hmm. And I'll, if it's not locked, I'll go ahead and open it. If it's locked, I'm leaving it.
Yeah, it's...
I'm gonna stick a hand out over a hand before she opens it. That wasn't part of the objective.
It's just to show them that the rest of the things are in there.
It was unopened to begin with. So long as we don't touch it, whatever he opens, that's what was in there.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. I can tell you're new to this, but I appreciate the offer.
As for how it went, even though we didn't have that much of a plan to retrieve it, we still got it and got away with it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
We're the only ones there.
You weren't the only ones there?
For different reasons, I would imagine.
Yes, someone that I recognized was there, and he made a distraction, and we took the opportunity to get out of there.
What did they look like?
Half-elf, red hair, bit on the average size.
Ruby saw this character, yeah?
Yes. You would remember them as they're a bit of a taller halfling, but have a bit of they have a bit broader of a build, so they could probably pass as a thinner dwarf.
Disguise self into that face real quick, and then takes it off after a moment.
Ah, okay. All right. No, I recognize that man. It's Killian. He hasn't been around too much lately. He tends to entertain the children that ride the gondolas. He's a bit of a father figure in a sense. He looks after the kids.
He's very vocal this evening.
Well,
no.
files it mentally as he thinks about, where he saw him and trying to think of the whys.
Okay. As he kind of gently pats the Veilborn's head, and she almost immediately kind of slinks down to rest her head on his lap as he sits upright. I need perception checks from everybody.
$22.
Same. 30.
Okay.
Dirty 21.
21.
22 triplets.
Nice.
This is kind of 24.
Is this perception to see things?
One second. One second. For those that got above a 20, you would notice, you would catch slight glimpses of their forearms, or their inner forearms, from the wrist halfway up, are heavily adorned with scars. And for those that have been in the room before, you would know that the way she's positioned on the painting, it's blatantly made to hide them.
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards the painting, actually.
Okay. All right.
So, you and I have already actually talked about some things. Can I roll an
Yes.
intelligence check? Or a series of?
I would say straight intelligence, yeah.
Can I run an insight on the girl, lady?
Go
I
for
was
it.
about to ask. I was about to ask the same thing.
Insight, you two, an intelligence check for 6.
Do you want me to roll anything based on what I've talked to you about in DMs?
Check no mic.
Yeah. If you want to do an insight, Liz, go for it.
Check no mic.
Yep, I see it.
Damn.
Dirty 21, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, Iris has tried her best not to stare at the naked people.
Yeah. All right, so I got 23 insight from Liz, 18 from Ark. What was your Ruby?
Dirty 21.
Dirty 21. Okay. Iris, are you doing anything or no? It's not looking.
Just tried her best to, modest enough to try to give them privacy.
Fair enough. Given what you would all know in terms of stereotypes of Veilborns, this individual very much meets that criteria. They are very difficult to read. She seems to be remaining quiet, given the brief discussion you guys had. You can almost immediately tell that she isn't going to say anything. So this is likely something that she's encountered before, so she might be a former flame of Course. Or if not, then a dancer at the club that's getting her personal time in now. Now, as he kind of leans forward, he pulls the crate closer to his edge of the table, waves his hand across it, and there's this distinct cracking of wood as the lid pops up, flips onto the side of the table, and he starts pulling out 3 chests. The first one is a ruby gemstone that's carved to be in the shape of a heart. The second one, the second chest, contains what appears to be 2 pieces of quartz, maybe even opals, as they do kind of have like a pale milky white color. But it's these gemstones definitely appear more towards the quartz side of things, as it's almost blatantly selected as quote-unquote imperfection, but they are shaped into a set of small horns. And the third the third one second. The third chest, as he opens it, is the biggest of the three. But as he opens it up, it's what looks to be a Frostlanian crown. It's very small in diameter. But the way it's shaped, it almost appears to be some kind of a blackbird with the wings stretched up almost vertically. And it looks like the mouth is meant to hold the heart. The two little horns are meant to go under the wings. And there's a matching rod of metal to secure the crown in place. Go ahead and, for those that want to, history check.
I did a history check, but I don't get nothing.
Mm-hmm. But you can try. You never know.
No, it's 5 total.
Oh, no.
19.
Jordan,
I ain't got nothing. Sorry.
Ruby, what was yours?
17.
17, 6?
19.
19. Will, Iris?
Dirty 24.
Natural 22.
Natural 22. Very nice.
Damn, cat.
I know some things.
Liz, I will say, if you want to make this history check at advantage, because you would have had an opportunity to flip through the encyclopedia, you can.
Please, because that's a dirty 20.
Yes.
Take that.
All of you are able to deduce that this is definitely a crown. Typically, what's referred to as Hanfu dresswear, so much higher up, much more costly and expensive. Typically used amongst what's akin to nobles. And with those checks, the addition of the small horns is something that comes in from actually old tiefling culture of what, at least back then, was considered a declaration of property. But this is more a declaration of engagement or admiration or love. So it's more along the lines of like a promise ring.
It's an engagement card.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And Iris, I'm going to send you something. As Or begins to piece the crown together, what do you all do from here?
Well, Six's brain is still going. Gears are turning.
Okay.
Can we tell how old it is?
With your history check, it's... One second. Excuse me. With your history check, it's definitely new, as it doesn't seem to have any... While the stylization is Frostlanian, that's about it. It's just the size and shape is Frostlanian. So this is clearly something recent and close to core that he cares about. It's more of his exposure to Torshavn and his heritage as a tiefling.
And
this
can
is
I
what
tell
was
the
in the
material
box,
of
right?
the crown?
I would need an intelligence check from you. What was that, Will?
And this is what was in the box?
Yeah, this was what was pieced together from the 3 chests.
Will is just wondering, what could the Onyx Guard have wanted with this? Like, where was it intended to be taken to?
Are you trying to piece that, or are you asking?
He is piecing it together,
Are
trying
you-
to think about it.
Are you saying this out loud?
He is thinking it before he asks aloud. Like,
Okay,
he wants to
so-
try piecing it together first before asking outside opinions.
Oh, so
Well, it was already clarified that
Right.
the enchantment on what is likely the gemstones, that the horns and the heart, are technically illegal in Ad Valor. The metal with that history check you would know is referred to as Inferni steel, which is a special forging style amongst tieflings, which is very rare across all of Ad Valor and Rudania. So this is a very costly piece of jewelry. So it's just likely wealth and potential illegality.
to answer your question, Will, to crush their culture.
Yeah. So like this is just an outright. We're still gonna have our culture whether you like it or not, and we're going to flaunt it.
Adair looking at, or fuck, not Adair. Sorry. Ruby looking at it. That is probably the biggest fuck you I've ever seen in a package.
Yeah, seriously.
It's
mad
beautiful.
respect. What's the significance of the blackbird?
Well, with Frostlanian culture and Tsukuyomi, the one consistent thing amongst the death deities is ravens and blackbirds and crows, black hawks. So that symbology has even found its way to Frostlanus.
I'm gonna insight this as he's explaining it.
Okay.
For a natural 27.
Natural 27. Okay. Let me set something. One second,
Okay.
folks.
Okay, got it.
One second. But as he's finishing it up, he's looking it over. Yeah, this came out beautifully.
It looks magnificent. I'm glad we were able to return it to you.
Yeah.
One second. As he kind of looks it over, he he kind of steps it off to the side on the end table. So what was the, and this is out of character for myself because I've been handling a lot. Of course, like what was
400 we got it with the crate.
400 with the crate. That's what I thought it was. Okay.
400 each. There was 300 without, 400 with.
For each person?
Yeah, I think it was for each person. Yes.
Yeah, it's 400 for each. Yes.
God, that's a big fucking. Okay.
As Core as Core gets up, you watch as the Veilborn woman sits upright, kind of looks to each of you, looks to the crown, and as Core is beginning to return, the Veilborn woman stands up, and Core looks to her. What do you think? Do you think they'll like it, sweetie? And let me give them a check here. They very almost timidly. You all hear a subtle like exhale of a response. The best you can get, any of you can pick up on, is just why. But as the Veilborn woman grabs the blanket and kind of wraps themselves up, they start making their way to the bedroom. Because they deserve it. And she makes her way into the bedroom and leaves you, the rest of you, with Core.
I'm just gonna watch the exit.
Okay. Trying to glean anything out of that?
No.
Okay.
Iris is going to insight her.
You're trying to insight Iris? All right.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything magically or just demeanor?
Well, I already tried, and you provided an answer on that one that was more suspicious than anything.
Right.
And that would be a... that's a natural 25.
Natural 25. As you insight, this Veilborn woman takes the tattered black cloth, kind of stretches it out behind her back, held by each of her hands, coils it around herself, and with that nat 25, Iris, you can pick up that they've become very uncomfortable in the moment. And as they look back at you briefly, you watch as she changes her eyes to match yours. And it's not necessarily disturbing, but it's a little unsettling, as there's sadness and a little frustration directed at you before they disappear into the bedroom. So, and this is Core. 400 apiece, right? All right. And as he opens up he puts a larger chest down, and you can see that there's a wide variety of jewelry, gold, some platinum, silver. Fairly modest in terms of gemstones. Nothing exorbitant. But what does catch your eyes is a couple solid bricks of gold and distinctly measured out pouches of coin. And he pulls out 6 pouches. Sorry. Yeah, 6 pouches for each of you, and places them on the table.
I'll grab mine and kind of get like a quick up down on my palm to weigh it.
Okay. Investigation.
That's a 19.
19. Okay. Yeah, it might be a coin over, but given how much you've had to weigh by eye, it's pretty dead on from what you would expect.
I'll take a couple of coins out and set them on the table.
Okay.
A little over.
Sorry, it's been very busy the last few days, and with get everything ready for the performances and nerves, it's
Can
it's
imagine.
been a lot.
Oh, far be it from
Yeah.
me to cheat you out of that. So. Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Well, that about sums everything up here for you guys, and he kind of closes the chest, locks it, with the little bit of an enchantment that's set into it. You're welcome to enjoy the rest of the festivities downstairs. It's getting a little late, probably closer to midnight. If you guys are going to be heading back to the last tankard, I can let Vale know.
Yeah, please do.
Of course.
We don't want Vale to be working too hard. They deserve relaxing as well.
No, she's gonna relax, or they're gonna relax plenty. Let's go in and just enjoy the rest of the nice festivities.
There's gonna be lots of relaxing.
I'm just gonna be like at the back end of the party, just kind of like gently showing them out the door.
I'll be right down.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Can I help you, Liz?
Liz waits until the door is shut.
Okay.
She's waiting until everybody has left.
Yeah, bedroom door is shut, living room door is shut.
As I'm heading out, I'm just like eye line with Core.
Mhm.
Just kind of glance toward the bedroom and then back and then leave.
Okay.
Liz's money bag is still on the table. She hasn't picked it up yet.
Why don't you want to take it?
Because first I want to make sure of something.
Mm-hmm.
If I find out that Velagivor does not approve of this, of whoever that is, I will come back, and I don't care how much I have to fight. I will gut you.
Give me a persuasion check.
$17.
17. Well, I had already tested you once and wanted to make sure how much of an allegiance you had to one another. Had you not passed it then, you would have passed it now. But rest assured, Velagivor is well aware.
And far be it from me to step in. And Liz takes her money bag and heads out. She, for the entire time that she was silent, her eyes were almost turning green. She was pissed.
Fair enough.
So Liz, like right as you're leaving the room, sits is right outside the door.
She probably heard that then.
Yes.
Liz still has a little bit of residual green in her eyes.
Mm.
Oh.
So
But
just
otherwise, she's...
put a hand on the opposite shoulder, arm across the shoulder, and just clasp. We'll just walk down to the party.
We will fast.
Hang on, we're doing some roleplay here. Hang on.
Okay.
What was that, Liz?
Liz just says, I'm alright, Six.
I know. So we're there. Come on, let's party.
I'd rather just... I'm gonna head back to the tavern.
And Iris will probably walk with you.
Okay.
You all enjoy. I'm not one for this sort of thing without a certain someone.
I understand. I'll see you back at the tavern.
Thanks.
All right. For those that stay behind at the club for a fair bit longer, we'll just go over really briefly of what you guys want to do. So, you guys want to touch base on if you guys have a couple more quick drinks. Otherwise, we can fast forward to all of you being back at the last tankard.
All I'll say is I'll stumble in eventually.
All right, so about, say, 1 in the morning or so?
It's probably about 3 in the morning.
Okay.
Like, whenever bar closes.
Yeah, they would have closed up probably around 1, so stumbling back probably would have been closer to 2.
Okay, fair enough.
Between getting a little lost, etc.
And yeah, my nice, neat, formal attire is just all a mess. There's probably some lipstick on my collar.
Everybody else?
Ruby would definitely have gotten home probably sooner than 6, so probably an hour before the bar closed. She didn't drink too much. She probably had 1 more, and she's done for the night.
Okay. 1 drinks more, probably around the same time 6 comes in?
Like an hour before 6 gets there, because she left an hour before the bar closed.
Okay. Iris, Will, Liz.
Iris
how
had
late
left
you
with
guys?
Liz, yeah.
Okay.
Liz has a lot of feelings and anger that can't go anywhere at the moment, so she is just downstairs attempting to whittle, but she's probably made mostly kindling to store.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit with her. I am too damn drunk to go to sleep right now.
All right. So we're gonna see you you 3 if you want.
What does Iris do? Because we've been back for a little while longer than everyone else, so Liz walks up to her room, grabs her stuff, and then just heads downstairs.
Iris had also tried whittling, but she's only doing it following their movements. She hasn't.
After a moment,
So
whittle away from yourself, there, Thosra. Away.
Like this. And she'll turn the knife to the edge, going away from her.
Don't want to cut yourself.
If the blade slips, you'll slice your wrists. It's not fun.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just a little distracted.
Yeah, well, that's what this is meant to. And she'll kind of stop. She's got a burp trapped in her chest. Just pat.
Liz whacks her on the shoulder, on the back.
It
Just
smells like whiskey.
thud.
It smells like whiskey.
Your wrinkled nose.
Did not taste nearly as good coming back up.
I doubt it. Never does.
What was I saying? Oh, right. That's the distractions. That's what this is for. It's to get your mind off of that and start focusing on this so you can process some sort of brain trick. It makes more sense when you're not swimming.
Oh, you're swimming. Is your mind swimming, or are you physically swimming, do you feel like?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot. I've been just trying to ignore what I've been worried about, and try to help everyone else, and now I'm just worrying about everyone else.
You worry about me. 6 is out, take 2. What are you worried about?
Well, you.
Why?
And
I'm great. I'm so good. So good.
I've never really met someone who, you know, death usually is the end.
What?
I feel like I failed my promise to you, and she just kind of puts down the knife in the mangled wood.
What do you mean you broke your promise to me? I'm still here.
I felt so helpless.
There's a lot of emotions to be having at 2 in the morning.
That's not very nice, 6.
Sorry.
It's all right. You're having fun. I shouldn't bother you.
No, it's supposed to be all of us having fun, so if you're not having fun... And she just kind of like trails off there, because...
Why don't you head up to bed, 6?
I'm good. I just need a glass of water. Maybe something to eat, too.
Potatoes. Devil potatoes?
Oh, no, not those. Those are awful.
Greasy potatoes? Maybe even spicy?
Barkeep?
Yeah.
You got any stew left?
Yeah, it's a little cold, but I could heat it up for you.
If you could, please, and like a roll or 2.
Yeah, you got it.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Of course.
No,
All right, I'll get to that.
I'm so good right now. Don't worry. It's been a while since I was able to cut loose like that, so I'm kind of taking advantage of it. We don't have anything that's like immediately pressing, and that's fucking awesome.
I'm glad you enjoyed that, 6.
There were so many boobs.
Yeah.
Man, I wish you all could have seen some of the places we used to frequent.
If it's got more boobs than there, I want to go.
Pretty sure some of the
Sounds
ones
like a plan.
were fully nude.
You had my attention, and now you have my erection.
You don't have one of those.
I could probably apply for one. And she'll just kind of like stop, and like kind of mentally process what just came out of her mouth. Just kind of like shake her head.
We'll need to have a cock permit?
No, it's so they make these. Liz explains what a strap is to Iris.
Yeah, Ruby knows.
Not to Ruby, but to Iris. Ruby probably comes down in the middle of this this conversation of Liz explaining what a strap is.
Yeah, no, not like an application. Just like, go buy one.
Ruby just standing on the stairs. What the fuck are you on about?
We're educating Iris on the ins and outs of how to do things without the proper equipment.
Lesbian sex.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be lesbian.
No, it doesn't.
Ew.
I want to question it, you know.
Stick that in a dude. Why need to ruin a perfectly good strap like that?
Because it was fun.
I mean, if everybody's completely like consenting about it and whatevs, you do you. Not for me, man.
Liz is literally admitting to having used one.
Yeah, that does not register as odd to her beyond just dude butt. You.
Iris is trying to say something, but nothing's coming out of her open mouth. Just, I was confused emotionally, now I'm just plain confused.
Look, Iris, as you get older, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at what you'd be willing to put in your ass.
Ruby walks over. 6. My darling, darling friend.
What?
There's a nice warm bath upstairs.
There's food being placed in front of you, 6.
And delicious food. Please, eat.
Yeah, I was going to. That's why I ordered this too.
Eat more, eat, less talk.
Bitch!
Yes,
And
that's what I am.
She just goes to eat.
That's funny.
Shocking to know that you and your husband did that.
Why is that
Thought you'd be a
shocking?
bit more of a prude.
Rude?
Oh, you don't know prude?
I don't know how this applies to me. It's just sex.
It's the opposite of sexual deviancy.
Huh?
Didn't understand a word you said, hun.
And she'll just hold up a finger and swallow and take a swig of her water. It's the opposite of sexual deviancy. It's like when you're afraid that there's people that have genitals.
She knows what prude means, dear.
Well, then...
I just don't understand. How is... Whatever you... What?
Okay, so some people view, the devil's tango in bed, as...
Really was a devil's tango for
just...
me.
Yes, it was. And for Bird Buddy. They only
At the
do
mention
for-
of that... At the mention of that, there's a slight growl that Liz struggles to get under control, and then just...
Some people view it mostly as a marriageable. That's me, not Ruby. That was me.
Just gonna put a finger to Ruby's lips, just kind of mushing them in directions. No, not that kind of way. I don't. God, no. 7's like a brother to me, man. Fuck.
No. No. I'm not talking about you. I mean, just in general.
I wasn't talking to you anyway. I was talking to Ren.
Prudes usually reserve those actions for marriage and the purpose of making children. And that's it.
Okay, I was married.
They don't really like to do it for fun?
Isn't the whole point pleasure?
For some people, it's a means to an end.
That's boring.
Very.
Hell yes.
Anyhow.
Why did you look at me like that, man? No, not that. I don't want to be your devil. No, well, I do, but
Nobody
not
was asking you.
Shut up, bitch. I'm busy.
Busy letting your food get cold?
I'm not talking to you.
I think I'm going to leave you all with the now red tiger.
Actually, Iris has gone invisible halfway through that fight, halfway through that conversation.
Oh, no,
Just
she's
herself.
She's disappeared.
And the cat is gone.
I'm going to go to bed. I'm not getting any more whittling.
As for Will, he had just, he had a drink, he mingled, then he went to the tavern. Way before the girls came back.
Alright, I need perception check from everybody.
Alright.
Look,
Nat 25.
fucking hell, these dice hate me. Good God. Okay.
Nat 25, okay.
What, perception?
Yep, perception. 18.
At disadvantage because poisoned. 17.
18.
18.
Alrighty. It loud loud enough. As you're all in the midst of this conversation, the grogginess finally beginning to set in. You begin to make your way towards the stairs. You notice that it's begun to heavily rain, and there's lightning crashing. But amongst the claps of thunder and the flashes of lightning, all of you hear pained, distressed wailing of someone in the midst of an emotional breakdown coming from the top floor where your rooms are.
I'm on my way.
Oh, gods, I hope it's not that ghost again.
Yeah, no, I'm running
And
up the
he
stairs. I'll
rushes-
trip over the top one and then get back up and run again.
I was already on my way up, so...
As you
I'm
guys
behind 6.
Well, as you guys start making your way up, the wailing just becomes visceral tears. And with that, we're going to cut over to Bird Buddy. Bird Buddy, you've been hanging out with Core for the last couple hours now, seeing your allies hang out amongst the space down in the main chamber. What are you doing?
Everybody's picked up at this point. They're not necessarily needed. All the costumes have been fixed back to their original quality. Phoebe's just kind of fiddling with a needle on a needless. And they're working on another shroud.
Another what?
A shroud.
Another shroud? Okay. Okay. Core kind of sits next to you in the chase lounger. Rests his arm across the back. Well, tonight didn't seem to go off on too much of a hitch. I wish some things could have went a little better. He looks over to the crown. I didn't expect them to be so interrogating. I felt a couple of them kind of, or not intimidating. Yeah, I didn't expect them to be so intrusive. I felt a couple of them try to read it in my thoughts. And he picks up the crown and holds it in his hand.
Phoebe's just staring at it. They kind of poke themselves accidentally with the needle.
Yeah. Kind of straightens up a little bit. A little prickle of blood. You know, how do I put this? With how Baja raised me and the culture I find myself from, I always wanted to do my best to be honorable. He kind of looks over to the bedroom. He looks to the main chamber door. And I want that honor to keep going and be imbued into everything that I try to accomplish. And that includes my life with you. And he holds the crown to you.
Phoebe's like starting to like try their best not to cry. I still don't see why.
Composure.
Composure?
Mhm.
4.
What was that?
4.
You immediately feel tears down your cheek. You're not the monster he says you are. And if you'll have me, I'll spend the rest of my days proving it to you.
The needle's like fallen out of BB's hand and just kind of like rolled under the chaise. And the shroud that they have in their hand has a raven embroidered on it.
He'll scoot behind you and begin to fasten it into the top of your head. You don't have to. I know this is a lot with building our home, proposing on your birthday. He kind of leans around and pecks your cheek. Happy birthday, by the way.
They kind of chirp, like frustrated.
Your birthday gifts are waiting at your room. I had a couple guys bring over some clothes. Mm-hmm. Everybody?
BB's just very, very quiet. There's still fighting for like words. There really aren't too many.
You seem a little surprised. And he finishes fastening the Hanfu crown.
Still don't know what to write.
That's the thing. That's the thing, sweetheart. That's one of that's life's mystery. That's life's experience. No one knows what they're going to write. Outside forces might change the story, but the decisions we make and the times we make them can drastically change the direction we take. There's another side of it. And I don't want to call it a condition because I understand why you are the way you are and why you do things the way you do things. I just don't want to be party to deceit.
Never lied to anybody.
If truths are still partially lies.
Vivi just kind of shuts up after that and fiddles with the shroud a little more.
With the friends you've made, I think they can help you a lot. And I can understand if you don't want an answer now. You don't want to give an answer now. Just think on it. Because I don't want you living the lies your father insists you do. I need a composure check. Disadvantage, please.
I don't need to roll twice.
Oh shit, what'd you get?
Natural 1.
Oh, okay. The quickest way out is Core's window.
That's exactly where Vivi goes. Just flies out the window.
Okay. So you immediately sprint towards the window, dive out, shift into your merge in with your sentinel. You begin to fly up the northeastern spire, getting to the very top. Let me pull out the lore for this area. Brain. Landmark. Or the very top of the gale.
Wait. Hello,
Raid.
Architects of Fate. Well, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, readers. I am Shotgun Seraph, your gaming angel and survival mom. Tonight we are playing some D&D. Sorry, we are right in the middle of a seriously emotional moment here, but thank you guys for coming in. Let me go ahead and get that shout out for you while our Dungeon Daddy and our Bird Buddy continue on with their roleplay.
Get ready to cry.
So you immediately, out of fear at this sudden proposal by your beloved tiefling, you dive out the window, which is probably about 5 stories up, merge with your Raven Sentinel, and fly upwards up the northeast and the gale fleece of the northeast side of Desgaor, right about here. And at the very top, you would be familiar with the city park / large farm that sits atop of this fleece. It's very secluded. A lot of vagabonds, more homeless, or more the transient folks sometimes briefly set up tents here. But as you dive down into the brush, you start trying to steady yourself, heading south across the top of the fleece. So go ahead and give me another composure check. Now that you're away. This will be a straight composure.
2.
2. You spend probably a good hour and a half. And you can just kind of panic, heavy breathing. You can watch as the storm begins to slowly roll in over the city. Rain beginning to drop heavily, cascade heavily into the space. And amongst this distant thunder that's growing closer, and the heavy rain, you hear a voice. It's the voice of the yet-to-be-loved, as your companions and yourself have named Blood Buddy. I'm done living a lie, too. This is my life as much as it is yours. And they are just as heartbroken as you. They are scared. So what was that?
Always been yours. It's never been mine.
You're... It has been my life, but it's been yours too. Our lives have always been one and the same. I'm scared, and I know that's why you feel the way you do.
You're real. I'm not.
Yes, you are. You are very real. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel...
I'm a gift. I'm a curse.
You're not a curse. You've always helped me. We can still move on together. And I need another composure check.
7.
7. Okay. With that, I need a performance check and a dex save. Composure check at this, and a composure check. Type them into the chat for me.
I said
Composure
just
check at
regular?
disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
All of them are regular composure check at disadvantage.
So just 1 or 2?
Composure check at disadvantage. Performance check. And a dex save.
Performance. And then you said a dex save?
Yes. Angel, I'm going to send you something real quick.
Okay.
Alrighty. Alright, so I need everyone to, with the exception of Very and Seraph, to mute. Because we are going to be wrapping the session after this. As we've fallen into a cinematic moment. Seraph, when you're ready, I need a countdown for that other track, please. Just give me 1 second.
Alright, done. We save changes. There we go. Okay, I am ready.
Okay.
And you need me to...
Give me a countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bird buddy, amongst the top of the gale fleece, as you heard the voice of the yet to be loved, you think of all your lies, the fear. They're not lies. They are half-truths. They're as real as you've always thought you are. And if confusion begins to set in, why you? Why does Core care for you as much as he does? Why does the party? And that unknown begins to build as you begin to sing. You start moving your way to the edge, and as you walk by, you begin to see the lightning storm beginning to flash more and more intensely as one hits nearby, completely startling you. And as you look, you start running down the street. You see in one of the puddles, you see Liz's reflection. You see Ruby's. Running further and faster, you see Iris's, Will's, and lastly Six's in the windows and puddles as they join you in your melody, reflecting the truths, half-truths, your lies. And as you run towards the edge of the Gale Fleece, freedom has always been in the air for you, and as you leap, you re-emerge with your raven. You take a deep breath, start heading southwest. You start thinking of where their stories began, where they are now, and that fear of where their stories will end. And if they were to remain untold when they one day meet her. You think of the lessons that you can bring. You could think of the lessons you can learn from them. And that panic begins to set in. As it's a phenomenon you've felt before with others that you've encountered. And as the lightning storm begins to increase, there's another crash that begins to startles you as you begin to plummet down towards the southwestern Fleece. And you're able to catch yourself as you spill into the dirt, into the mud and the muck. The dirt plastered against your skin. You stand up, you immediately begin to push off as much as you can. You pull your cloak tight as you begin to run. And you think of those that you've helped pass, those that you have yet to help pass on to the next life. You see Shax. You see Hakara. You see the red-haired individual, Killian, that you had turned into to help your allies retrieve the crate. And you think of Ronben. And they all reflect into the mirror of your room as you've made your way back to the tavern. And as Ronben's image begins to fade, you see yourself and the monster you've taught yourself to see you, the monster that you've taught yourself to see yourself as. And as you grab the book, you smash it into the mirror. You smash it into the mirror, causing it to shatter to the ground. You scream in pain as you overturn the bedroom, flipping your mattress, spilling out the gifts that Core had given you, clothing, all well trimmed and shaped and crafted for you. And you grab the shovel and you dig it into the wood. And as you sit there amongst the shattered mirror, you grab your book and you look into the piece and you think of answers. That's all you want. And as you grab the mirror, you cut it deeply into the palm of your hand. Desperately, as you open the book and you begin to smear the blood into the book that you've used for guidance for your friends, for those that have passed, for those that you've yet to meet. And once again, it doesn't tell you your story and where you're supposed to be. And as the rest of you approach the door,
I kick it open.
you open it. You open it. As it swings open, there's black feathers turned to ash, shattered pieces of mirror, clothing scattered across the space, and recoiling into the shadow, you see a figure with goblin ears, a larger halfling's build, a mousy face similar to Shax's, and pristine blonde hair that you recognize as Ronben's, Ruby. And as they begin to panic and center themselves, having finally been caught You recognize the veil-born woman that was sitting in Cora's room. Scars adorning her wrists. And as she speaks with the voice of the yet-to-be-loved, she says the 3 words.
Who am I?
And that's what we're in the session. If you guys want to unmute, Hun, if you want to give shout out to the producer of the songs, we also need to give them our happy birthday wishes.
Happy birthday, Very!
Happy birthday, Valeri.
Yep, it's
Happy birthday, Very.
It is actually our bird buddy's birthday.
It actually is.
I was asked immediately when
Happy
I woke
hatching
up
day.
not to say a damn thing all fucking day, and it was so
Same.
hard.
I was told not to say anything last night, dude. Like, happy birthday!
Happy birthday, honey. Oh my god.
You know, it was funny because of what I DM'd for very earlier in terms of what was said at the last session.
No, yeah. Ark picked up on it halfway through the session. Like, what if that's Bird Buddy?
I love you,
Give
birthday.
that half alpha potato.
I love you. Happy birthday. Genuinely, happy birthday, dear.
Yes, happy birthday, Barry. Really well done on the 2 musical scores we used.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That was really great choice.
Yeah.
I also put them into our D&D art channel in our Discord, so you can hear them at your own volume. I turned it down so that we'd be able to hear everything in Discord come through on stream. So there's going to be like words and speech going over it and what have you. So if you want to hear it without any sort of that going on and actually hear the lyrics, yeah, go ahead and join the Discord, which should be. I think it's on my YouTube. If it's not, then I'll add it in there. Whatever. But yeah, if for no other reason, being hell, if you're listening over on YouTube, just come over to my Twitch. It should have the link down in the description. You'll be able to reach my Discord from the link on my Twitch page. Also, but yeah, that was intense.
But yeah, I had literally DM'd for very being like, I will laugh if it turned out to be baby.
You also said, I know it's not.
I know it's not, but it would be still. But still.
No. So I actually,
Well, guess what? It is funny.
I actually figured it out like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple of days. I think it was Friday, something like that.
It was a little while ago. I've had that potato chip for a while.
Oh yeah, about a week. Yeah, because you figured out. I think it was between the session last, like right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go ahead and sign us off, Hun, and we'll see you on the other side.
Alrighty, I will see you guys shortly. But with that, I hope you guys have a great evening. We're going to be reading off to Mr. Brunswick, who is currently playing the I think it's called Kaizal mod for Skyrim, and he's doing some Skyrim roleplay over there with a bunch of friends of his. There are a ton of streamers over there that also play along the same mod, same time, yada yada. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. If you don't already, please be sure to give him a follow. He's an awesome individual. Yeah, show him some love from over here, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night.